Good afternoon. This is David with Berkeley County Small Engine Repair, and I'm going to guide you through a shop tour on what it's like here. Right here is my blade cabinet. I keep most of my blades on. Up here is my jump boxes. I have a few parts on my display board here when you first walk in the door. Over here is my Briggs & Stratton parts. More Briggs & Stratton parts. Two more blades over here and here. Over here is my chain grinder for chainsaw chain. Over here is my chain breaker and chain riveter for joining chainsaw chain. Here's my crankshaft straightener that I only use a few times. Over here is my wire feed welder and my ultrasonic cleaner. Over here is my two big chest toolboxes that's pretty full of tools. Here's my stick welder. Over here is my grease guns. And I got all my funnels on the nails. And then over here, I got my Kohler Kawasaki parts, miscellaneous shop supply, spark plugs. Here's another toolbox that I use right here where the lift is. This is a Harbor Freight lift. A buddy of mine and I asked him how could I make a lift without buying one of those $15,000 commercial grade mower lifts, and he came up with this idea using two 4x6 posts and attach it to the rafters, and then we just anchored it to the concrete and ran a steel tubing through it. And over, as you can see, there's belts hanging that I made for all my belts, and shelves with parts. And over here is my throttle cables, engine stop cables, some little weed eater part string heads and stuff. And of course I got a pegboard with all my pulleys that I stock. And of course here's all my 2-cycle, 4-cycle handheld stuff for your chainsaws, your weed whackers. And over here, then down below starts all my mower parts and stuff and inner tubes. And then over here I got my Tecumseh parts. And then I got more shelves of parts. Over here is my shelf full of wheels, like push mower wheels, small wheels type stuff, like you'd see on tillers and whatnot. And down below on the bottom is my boxes of new starters. Apologize for the mess. Up here is my new rubber tires that I sell. And then over here is my Murray parts. My recoil starters is right here. I got a row here full of mufflers. Then down below here I got steel rims. And then I got 2 totes full of blade spindles. Then over here is where we keep all our junk chainsaws and used parts that we strip off of mowers. And then back here is where we keep all of our push mowers that belong to the shop. A lot of them need a little bit of work. A lot of them are worth fixing. It's just I just don't have time to fix fix push mowers to sell in between customer repairs. It gets overwhelming sometimes, and having the time to do so. Over here is my pressure washers that belong to the shop. Over here is where I have my boneyard. Customers looking for a used part, they come over here and find it, and they bring their tools and pull it, and I give them a reasonable price since they're bringing their own tools and pulling it themselves. And as you can see, there's a lot of riders that I have a lot of good parts left. Over here is the junk walk behind stuff that's not worth repairing, like push mowers, chipper shredders, snow blowers, and whatnot. And then over here is loose engines that I have been pulling off the push mowers that I'll be selling for parts off of eBay. And here are a couple pairs of decks that I have for sale. And over here is the scrap pile. And that's the end of the tour. Hope everyone has a nice holiday and Merry Christmas.